week, bringing you the drops. Welcome to Wax Discovery, where we find diamonds in the rough and nifties in the wild. Today we have a special guest. We have Rowan here from Order of the Works, and he will explain a little bit of what he does and what his collection is about. We're here with Jana from the Metaverse, and Martin, and they're gonna co-host the show as usual. And we like to start with the news. And yeah, Martin, how you doing? How you doing, Jana and Rowan? How are you?
Oh, we're doing good. We're doing good.
Great.
Excited to have a special guest on the show. Hey, Ruan, also from me. Excited to be live with you guys. Yeah, super cool. And yeah, Jana, you're doing well as well?
I'm doing great, thank you. Yeah.
All right, guys.
Give you a
We
chance
usually like to start with a little bit of news. Sorry about that, Rowan. Got you off there.
No.
But yeah, let's just dive into it. There's not much in the news, so I thought we'd kind of look a little bit into what's going on with our father chain. If a lot of people might know or might not know, Wax is a fork basically of the EOS.io, formerly EOS.io code. Now we are upgrading and changing our brand to Antelope. It's a long story. You guys can definitely check out the backstory with Block 1 and everything, but we are definitely branching out. The ENF has taken over. They've given back the chain to the community. And I think Martin would probably be better speaking on this. What do you think, Martin? What's going on here with EOS?
Well, what's going on with the whole crew, right? It's so many people were excited about about the ICO and what's potential there, right? They launched a bunch of money, and then they were saying, hey, we're going to invest a bunch of money back into the ecosystem. $1 billion were, they mentioned. However, like when the chain launched, it was just EOS for a while, even though the protocol was open source, EOS.io back then. But yeah, I mean, let's not get into all of this right now. I'm really excited that like 4 chains come together that all run the same protocol. Previously EOS.io, as you just mentioned, and now Antelope. And the protocol that is now completely, the code base is now completely run by the community. The GitHub is full control by all these 4 chains. All the developers pull together their resources and bring this further. There's a bunch, the coalition basically was bringing this together. The coalition between Telos, Wax, UX Network, and EOS. And they have a couple of milestones which they're going to invest in. We have IBC, so inter-blockchain communication, if you know like how Cosmos is working, or Polkadot, right? You have like basically a core protocol substrate, for example, with Polkadot, and which allows a lot of communication between all these different chains. And we have the same thing right now between these 4 chains and potentially all other chains that use this super high performance blockchain protocol that makes it easy to spin up your blockchain. Yeah, we will have inter-blockchain communication. We have faster finality, and basically it's super exciting to see the chains coming together, the people, the coders coming together, and I think at some point also the communities coming together through the inter-blockchain communication, where we can like send transactions over, send NFTs over, and really become like a larger ecosystem, and not be rivalrous, because like a rising tide lifts all ships, as we know. And the rising tide, you want to go to check the price of EOS in the next tab, right? We saw this already, like that this rebrand has a really nice impact on the EOS price. And I hope that's good news for all the Wax people. We bring this up in the show right now because we're mainly talking about NFTs here. And most of our viewers, they're interested in NFTs, but really everything that makes it running right here is the core, is the code. And Antelope is the new code. Leap will be the next upgrade in the code. The first update run by the community. So lead forward is Antelope is the kind of catchphrase here, and super cool. So I hope all the Wax friends keep hodling. Your price will rise like EOS did in the last few weeks. And together we all make it to the moon. And that's it for me. How do you guys feel about Antelope and this whole kind of new branding?
I'm super stoked on Antelope. I was originally from Ethereum, and I came over to Wax mainly because of Garbage Pail Kids. It was really like, I was really into it when I was a kid, and I was developing Skatecoin, and I was like, man, how cool would it be to have Skatecoin NFTs with Garbage Pail Kids, and then Street Fighter came out, Godzilla, like all this stuff that I'm like into, you know. And I was like, man,
Ninja
I really
Turtles.
feel like this is, you know, my
The
home.
Turtles.
Yeah, and
Teenage Mutant Hero Turtles.
all of them, man, for sure. And then, you know, as Martin mentioned a little earlier off the show, how we met. He was into Skatecoin. He saw what I was doing, wanted to kind of join forces with us and sponsor our program. Super grateful. And I started learning more and more about EOS, which is the father chain of Wax. And I don't know. I've never seen like a community that has not been more tight, even tighter than Wax. Like sometimes we look at the Wax fam, man, we're so tight here. Same with EOS, and they're super tight, super real. And the more I looked into it, the more I started to realize, like, wow, this is real decentralization. Like the whole story about Block One. I don't want to go into it too much. You guys can look into the story, but basically, it was stolen. They stole EOS from the community, and then EOS rose up. They took it back. You know, they all hire like basically inside the community. So it's kind of like if you need a job, there's probably a job for you here. You know, depending on what you can do to contribute to the community. And yeah, I've just never met a more tighter group of people, more real and more passionate, you know, to the actual the art basically of blockchain and decentralization and the mission, you know, to kind of bring personal finance back to the individual person. And yeah, super excited for Antelope. A little bit alpha here on the logo. The 4 horns here represent the 4 chains. Coming together, joining forces, creating super dope like code, different apps and stuff that are just way far ahead of everything. As you know, Ethereum is kind of like trying to move to our model, right? The proof of stake instead of the proof of work. And so it's kind of obvious that we definitely, you know, have something real here. And yeah, that's just kind of my rant. Super excited about the project, and I love it. Yeah, changed my life.
You mentioned kind of all what you haven't mentioned. What for me is super interesting is like it's bridging the communities, as you mentioned, like the Wax, Telos, UOS, UX, and everyone is like working together on yeah, facilitating, maintaining the code for the software. And this amazes me a lot because it was like a little bit siloed back in the years without a good reason. It was just like, we want to do it that way and you want to do it that way, but where is like the connection? And Antelope is for me like a connection between those and upcoming chains on the Antelope software.
Yes, and it's transparent. That's a nice one. With Block One, it was basically like one company running the development, and then, you know, at the time they did like a release. You can't really argue with it. The community couldn't demand certain features that they need to build their applications. And right now with the ENF running this thing, it's very open, transparent. So, you know, applications can say, hey, we need this feature, can you work on that? And then basically on the community, based on community feature, this protocol will be developed. And yeah, that's a nice tweet by the head of the ENF, actually, Efer Loos, aka Big Beard Samurai. Wax and EOS make up 55% of the GameFi space, and that's huge. And a lot of people don't know about this yet, you know. As Jason said, the thing is, like, we all talk about GameFi here a lot, and games and NFTs and use NFTs in games. This needs a lot of throughput, and for this we need a protocol that is performant and is fast and feeless, right? And that's exactly why Antelope was built. So we will probably talk a lot about this more. We will benefit from all the new features that are coming up. Yeah, that's just like one new section that's kind of technical right now, but I think for all the NFT heads out there, this is basic knowledge that is interesting for you guys, because there's lots of great things coming that are only possible on Antelope.
It
Great things
definitely
coming.
opens up the cross-chain dream to be a reality, like
Yes.
Exactly.
cross-chain actions. Like,
that's exactly what's going on. Yeah, they're really big in the IBC. There's going to be tons of bridges, tons of really cool things you're going to be able to do with wrap tokens and stuff like that. So
That's the interesting part. That's the interesting part. Like the IBC that UX is working on is not a wrap token. So it's like a smart contract based ABC that's not about like wrapping tokens. We see all these hacks where basically like you have in escrow the token, you know, in order to like bridge it to another one. And then this escrow can be hacked, you know, through an exploit in the bridge smart contract. The IBC on an Antelope will be different. Super excited for this. It's like end of summer is supposed to be like the release coming out. So then we can talk more technical details. If you are a developer and you're looking into getting involved in this before everybody else comes in, there's a new Telegram channel. Maybe it's called Antelope Opportunities. Like, look for Antelope Opportunities. It's brand new. I shared it with you right now, Love Handles, but we can share it maybe in the chat as well on the stream. But maybe that's enough talking technicalities. We don't want to lose all our viewers here waiting for the newest drops on Wax.
All right. Yeah, totally. Let me get back here to the thing. So very excited. That's kind of what's going on with the EOS community, guys, and we're happy to share that with you. Something real quick on the news too. Just a new platform here. New NFT utility platform launches to compete for 60 million Twitch and YouTube creators. Basically, they're going to offer a platform where you can use. It's called Play NFT, and you'll be able to have like branded NFTs and stuff. It's for creators. You guys can definitely check it out over here at Crypto News. Not much else to really going on the news. Just a bunch of SEC stuff and a bunch of boring stuff. So let's hop into the good stuff, guys. Let's hop into the collabs and the drops. Tons of collabs going on. Let's see if I can get all these right. We got Smur collabing with the Pixel Lands. We got Power Rangers with Funko. We got Gods and Kings, I believe it is, with Sublime Sounds. Waxy with this new Crypto Pups. We got, of course, Corporate World with the Psycho Dinos. Token Girls with the Kumas, and of course, Skatecoin is collabing with Crypto Swatch. We'll reveal that at the end of the show. And I hope I didn't butcher any of the names. You guys know me. And so those
good to me.
Those are the collabs. We don't really go too deep into the drop, the collections on the collab section. We just kind of let you guys know what's coming out. But this is Smill. You guys can definitely go over and check out the Twitter, collabing with, as I mentioned, Pixel Parks and Funko Drops, guys. They're doing the Power Rangers, guys. It's live now, so if you want to kind of
oh my god,
Power Rangers. That. I hope I'm not killing anybody.
Go Power Ranger.
We'll jump into Crypto Pups in the drops and Crypto Swatch and Skatecoin, Token Girl
for this one
with the Kumas, Gods and Legends, collabing up with Sublime Sounds, pretty dope musical NFTs. Of course, Corporate World. If you guys don't know about Bezel Boss, you're definitely slipping. So check out Corporate World. They're collabing with the Psycho Dino art. And so let's get into the drops, guys. Let's get into the meat and potatoes. As I mentioned, we have a special guest here, Ruin, and maybe he can talk a little bit about his project. And this was yesterday, guys, and definitely live. And we'll be giving away some order of the work stuff. And here we go. All right.
Good evening, afternoon, morning, depending on where in the world you are. The Orderworks Creative Studio is a living entity that does creative stuff. The most recent drop is actually just like a little token of support to all the solo creators, independent developers, like all the small projects and stuff. There's just sort of little badges. I support carbon neutral blockchains, or I support cross-chain, I support indie artists, like little tokens of appreciation. The actual drop fund, I'm splitting into sort of portions. 33% of it is going towards a fund for like it's not this fun thing that I want to do for solo artists and small independent developers. If they need help with marketing or things like that, that there's like a little fund they can draw from. but that's also tying into a bigger thing, the DigiPFP, which for what, Digicon?
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. So I was
I'm
gonna
sure
ask
everyone
about
knows Digicon. So like I've the idea started around about Digicon 8. I was like, oh, I really like the Digicon mascot, and I was like, okay, well, hang on, he's versatile, he's robust, he can be other guys. And then Digicon 9, I did a ghost hunt, and I made this little Digicon ghost, which he got hidden all over the event and other creators' slides and
Sweet.
stuff, and people had to sort of hunt him. And then with Digicon 10, I was like, okay, who's next? We have a ghost, we need a skull. And then I was like, what can the skull do? Like, okay, skulls, skulls, skulls. Everyone has a skull. Everyone forgets that they have a skull. Let's remind people that they have skulls. I was like, okay, cool. How do I do that? A PFP. Why not? A profile picture, but one that, again, celebrates Digicon, the event itself, a portion of the proceeds of that going to Digicon for the volunteers that help set up the event and maintain it and manage it. But it also, in a sense, I wanted it to celebrate the community, like across the board, creators, collectors, investors, the works, like developers. And there's one of the traits is professions. So the idea was for, like, if you get a profession that is a creator and you're not a creator, you go find someone that has what you are, a community member, an artist, and trade with them. Like encouraging trade within the community to also encourage people actually connecting with each other, which I believe is the basis of Digicon, connection and networking across chain. Again, the cross chain thing pops up everywhere. We need it now.
Yeah, everyone's waiting. Everyone's waiting for cross-chain stuff. Yeah. Hey, Anna, thank you for the sounds. I love it.
Yeah. So like, yeah, and I got 6PM Software's Quack tool, quick avatar creation kit, like stuck at 6PM, kind enough to allow me to use their tool for sort of creating this and ensuring like absolute random combinations and so on. And, like, it's a really nifty tool. It does all the work for you. I was very happy to be able to use it. But yeah, like a community tool created by a community member for the community in a community project. The space is community driven, but so few people or projects are actually sort of trying to bridge the larger community gap. I mean, there's collabs, which is good, but it's one creator, as opposed to a collab with like 25 creators creating one epic something or other.
Yeah, it's
And that's where DigiPFP came in with a Scully Digi character, with a Digi Skull is his name. I then decided to start reaching out to creators and asking them to just draw me a random skull or a couple of skulls with a transparent background. That's a project that I've mentioned a couple of times, but I'm still working towards releasing. So PFPs, but all the aspects are made by different creators. So far I have, I think, 6 or 7 creators on board. I'm aiming for 25 on skulls and 25 on backgrounds to just have like a massively, like, I also want community members to enter, like, you know, their ideas and things. So like Order of Others started as a community project. But that, oh man, so many things. The space is vast. The projects are ever growing, ever evolving, and yes, busy.
That's really
So
dope.
if I understand this correctly, all these different elements that will be in the skulls will be done by different independent artists and then randomly put together?
Yes. So for Scully Skulls, yeah, for Scully Skulls, that's the idea. Everything with DigiPFP was made by me, but that was sort of an invitation to other creators. Like, okay, cool, this is what I can do, just me. Like, how can you guys contribute to this? Like, what would you have different? What would make it better from other creators?
Right.
So,
It's like basically a more transparent version of hash masks. I'm not sure if you remember hash masks. They kind of kicked off like there was some Ethereum, like they had like they were doing masks, and they were also cooperating with like a bunch of other artists and bringing together all of these different styles. and it was
cool.
like one of their earlier generative art projects, and they had like this kind of curve. If you get in early, you get them for really cheap, and they went all the way up to like super crazy prices.
Bonding curve in the smart contract.
Yeah, bonding curve. Yeah.
Okay. No,
Happy to have things like this on Wax. Yeah, it's awesome. Yeah, but they've been all anonymous. So a lot of people were criticizing them for like, okay, we don't know who these artists are. Maybe it's just one guy who is just like doing like a different styles or whatever, uses an AI. In the promotion, he was saying like all these artists are involved and they're real artists, and we just need to keep it a secret. I like it that your project is like kind of out in the open, and we kind of can guess at some point who contributed this part of the skull and who's involved here, and then you're kind of getting like a fraction of this artist in your PFP. So it's pretty cool. I like that.
Yeah, like that's exactly. I mean, like it'll be absolutely transparent. Like every artist that gets involved will be sort of announced, like similar to Digicon and their booth. Like, cool, we now have these people on board, kind of thing, and they're like I won't necessarily reveal which part of the project they're in. I'll just say they're involved, and the rest is.
That's a guessing game. That's the fun part. That's the fun part. You can guess who contributed what. You know, most of the artists have like pretty significant styles in the community. And,
exactly. Like you can notice when it's someone's work. Just a note on the website. If you go to the landing page, I did put in a disclaimer that it is a living entity. This is probably the third or fourth time that I've rebuilt this website. I don't have previous website building knowledge, so I've been learning as I've been doing this, but it is getting better.
Yeah, that's what it's all about. Like as you mentioned, it's power of the community here at Wax. We've all experienced it, right? The love of the community. We're super tight.
Definitely.
Yeah, and it's really awesome to see different minds and different skill sets and different people coming together and doing great things. Website's looking great, and really can't wait to see how all this plays out. I'm super excited for you, and welcome to the fam. I know you've been here for a while, and
thank you.
Super stoked to have you. Yeah,
I'm very, very happy to be here. To share some time with everyone.
Yeah, are you going to be at Digicon 11 by any chance?
Yes.
Yeah, cool.
No,
cool.
like since the first time, I don't think I'll miss one easily, unless my computer bombs out. Like, I'm gonna be there.
Always, knock on wood, but that's always, a possibility. But super stoked on everything. Anything else you want to mention on your drop, or before we move on to the next one?
Just share the love, folks. Like,
when is the date? When is the date?
Dropped yesterday, so you guys.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely pick it up. Show some love. They released their support badges. We'll also be giving away some stuff after the show, so stay tuned for that. And yeah.
All right. Community builds community.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's right. Creative studio focused on Web3 and bridging traditional entertainment visuals that work. Coming up straight out of South Africa, guys. Super sick. All right, that's dope. All right, let's get on to the next one. Here we go. I'll show my own stuff for a minute here. We've kind of been covering this point a lot, so I don't want to get too deep. But we have a couple collabs. We actually dropped an FD wheel. You guys can check that out. I'll bring up the drop. So we're doing different wheels with different artists. You guys have probably seen it around Twitter. Everyone's welcome. Just hit me up. Probably closing up soon in a couple of weeks for season 1, but there's still room for some artists if you're interested. Kind of get the wheel out there. We split it 50-50. It's really mostly just for the love of the community. I put almost all of it back into the Waxstyle pools. So guys, if you don't know about Waxstyle, you can go and stake there, do your research, waxstyle.com. Shout out Mike D Crypto for all that you do. And that's kind of the drops. I don't like to really, sell my stuff. I don't know what it is, but
Right. You
Definitely,
need help
guys.
selling your stuff? You need
Yeah,
help selling your
Martin, man.
stuff?
I come from Ethereum from the old days, man. It was almost taboo. You don't do that stuff, you know. You don't sell. You let the artist
Well,
decide.
And you
You know?
moved over to Wax before they started selling on
Yeah,
Eth.
yeah, we also do the metazines, guys. You can check these out.
yeah.
They're digital flip books with like embedded links to the drops and stuff like that. We're working on the 4th issue. Should be coming out by the end of the month. So definitely get prepared for that. There'll be some nice surprises in there. And we'll have tons of blends soon with the board builder. You guys can just go to the website, I guess, skatecoin.io. Check out the white paper. We got a token now. It's live, where so you can earn some skate from the waxed out, right? Buy some wheels, stake them, and come on over and please don't dump, but you can exchange it for wax. Right? I'm not going to tell you what to do with your crypto, but there's plenty of liquidity, so you have some fun, you know, trade in your skate, grab some wax, go get some more, put it back into the community, grab some NFTs, keep the wheels running. And Nifty Blocks, shout out, you know, we did the wheel with you guys, and they have their it's not
So what?
thinking.
When is the Nifty Blocks wheel coming out? Like
It's out
I
now.
saw this on your Twitter. It's a tweet
It's
live.
out now.
Whoa, they look dope.
Shout out Yana, did a
dude,
great job on the designs. And there's the uncommons here. In the commons, what you do is you get 4 wheels, right? Blend them with the trucks that are coming out soon. The decks that'll be coming out soon, and create yourself a skateboard. Those will be rare skateboards. You'll be able to stake them and stuff like that. And we're kind of been discussing a game, how to bring out a game. No promises. It's not on the roadmap yet, but we're definitely working towards that. So hopefully you'll be able to use your rare skateboards inside that game, and that's kind of the plan. So
Sorry.
yeah.
Random idea. I don't know if you guys have thought about this, but with a builder board, how's about doing builder board IVRLs?
In real, we've definitely thought about physical products and stuff like that. Been discussing other things like fingerboards.
All right.
Yeah, we are going to have like a skate shop where you can actually buy traditional brands. So the one thing is, I'm like a hardcore skater. I've been skating for like 30 years. And the one thing I don't want to do is have like, hey, everybody, here's SkateCoin boards now, you know, and buy our Walmart boards. And I kind of try to stay true to the core brands of skateboarding and stuff like that. So we will have a virtual shop where you can buy like skateboard brands like FA and Blind and Powell and all
Blind still around.
But for the collectors, we've discussed doing like wheels. One of our riders, Terrain Handle, he's project manager over at Rec Wheels, so we could get the wheels made. You know, it's just kind of like, you know, where do we want to take this project? But that's definitely a great idea. In real life, virals, so to speak, they're definitely coming in some form or another.
Right.
So guys, I give you a heads up. So the mint one is not out yet, or what? For the Nifty Blocks wheel.
They are these are premium.
Down before it's gone.
Like
it looks like none has been picked up yet. So
it's a 3, 2.
Yeah.
No, but these
It's
are
fast
premium,
for me.
so, you won't get you have a chance to get the one mint is hidden inside the pool. So if you buy one, doesn't mean it's going to be mint one, right? They're pre-minted. So that's kind of cool.
Okay.
Yeah, I know how Martin loves the number one. Man. Yeah, you should see his wallet. Yeah, he's definitely into that stuff.
It's not a funny game we are playing here.
Yeah, right.
It's just about
that's kind of the lowdown on SkateCoin. Yeah. Let's see. Here's as I mentioned, Nifty Blocks has a cool feature where you can integrate the marketplace into your website. So here's some of the drops that you guys can buy. Here's the tricks. Giselle Bell, actually, he's sponsored by .gems. They took the leap and they did decentralized sponsorship. So shout out Giselle. I want to see you on your board a little more, but he's doing a great job sending us footage and stuff. So these are all real life skaters, right? These are like human tokens. And what you do is you buy their NFTs and support them, help them stay on their board. And here he is on the cover. And here's our candies. We did a food drop. That's a whole nother discussion. We helped feed some homeless people. But there'll be tons of cool blends with the chocolate bars, right? Maybe make a chocolate wheel or something like that. So here's some wax back tokens. Yeah, this is the homie Brandon. He was on the Hell Ride pack, so he'll be actually in the next interview on the Metazine. So look forward to that. And here's the gems. There's actually a contract now that we have to where these tokens, all these bearings you see are actually skate coin, right? These are the NFTs. This is one skate coin. These are wax back skate coins, RGB skate coins. These are worth 100 skate. These are worth 1 skate. The green ones are 10 skate. Over here we have the blue ones. They're 25 skate. And what you can do is you can send them to a contract called a skate NFT swap, and you'll actually be able to like swap your bearings for actual physical or fungible tokens. So you can take your NFTs, send them to skate NFT swap, and then they'll be burnt automatically, and then you'll be credited the value of those tokens. So that's kind of cool. And the reason why I mentioned that is because I saw this gem. This is actually 1,000 skate coins. So, you know,
Oops.
I guess there's some alpha on the show here. So yeah, you guys aren't buying these, you can cash them in right now and flip this gem big time. So that's kind of some alpha on the show. And then we have some spray cans. As Martin mentioned earlier, we did the virtual graffiti battles. This kind of represents a way to change colors of your NFTs. So you'll have like you would combine this one with the spray can and you'd be able to color it to the cartoon version.
I think this was from back in the days when
Back in the
blending
day.
just started. It was like, okay, let's put our asset into the pack because we can blend now.
Cross blends. That's when the cross blends came out. Yeah.
No, the cross blends. With the cross blends, we added to the virtual graffiti battles pack the first rotating skate coin wheel, which resulted in the skate coin wheel collection like 1.5 years later, kind of.
Yeah.
But the wheel was the first cross collection.
Yeah. So that's a little bit of a background on Skatecoin.
Yeah, to summarize, like Skatecoin has been innovating in the space like in secret for over 2-3 years, right? And just a little bit of alpha, you know, get these diamonds, get these gems, you can swap them to a bunch of Skatecoin, you know, a real token that you can swap and, you know, put into liquidity pools. So another thing that you do is the magazines, which is like, you know, flip books. You can read it and there's some stuff in the secret stuff hidden in the magazines. It's a really nice, fun way to distribute NFTs. You do like decentralized sponsorship. So all these skaters, like, to understand this, that they have no idea about like blockchain, wallets, etc., etc. You basically like pay them for their skill, you know, and you mint the NFTs and then they get a share, right? So it's a way to own basically a living as a skater via NFT sales. So that's dope stuff. That's really innovative, really onboarding, cool stuff. Yeah, and these magazines, they're interactive. So cool. You have videos in your magazine. Super cool.
Yeah, and to be able to like, go ahead. Sorry, Martin.
No. I keep being amazed by all the stuff that you do. Anytime I'm coming on the show, there are like 10 new tabs on your website of new things.
He's clicking so fast that I need to rewatch our own show.
We're working on stuff. So yeah, basically I clicked from here, right? I clicked to claim the NFT, and what you would need the cover. Without the cover, you won't be able to claim it, right? But it's free. If you want the magazine cover, you can claim all the tricks.
The cover gets you the whitelist spot. With the cover,
you'll be able to combine the trick. Yeah, so it's really an ongoing thing. It's not even halfway built, but it's my passion. So yeah, when this thing is finally done, it's gonna be really fun for skaters all over the world and stuff like that.
And Martin just mentioned like the Easter eggs, but there are like some public NFTs in the magazine and some hidden Easter eggs, and altogether
hello too.
In episode 1 around 60 NFTs hidden in the magazine at all. So
I don't want to give them away, but I know there's one hidden in here right now. And you know, shout out Byron. He donated a lot of the hidden stuff, these sketchy heads. So those sketchy heads are hidden inside this magazine. So yeah, if you watch,
shout out to Byron. Shout out to Byron.
Want to see that
Zombie
wheel?
OG.
I forgot it.
And also shout out to Mike D. I think he's helping a lot with your website and a lot of the tools that you're building, right? So
Yeah,
yeah,
Mike Lee is big help. He's definitely going to be doing some building. So super stoked. I kind of trying to follow the whole thing with the EOS community, with the ENF. I would really love to use people from Wax, right, to build and give them some opportunities to earn some, some tokens, some cash, some stuff like that, some love, and you know how it goes. Kind of keep it in the family, and that's how we roll. I'm
sweet,
going to
sweet.
give one alpha away. I bet no one has hit this here. So if you hit this one, it's one of our hidden drops. And look who it is. Damn, our very own Yana.
Oh,
We
damn.
didn't know Yana skating.
Uh,
Yeah, the pressure flip. So, yeah. See, only 4 people have found it. So, pretty cool.
Dope
All
stuff,
right,
dope
enough.
stuff.
yeah, the exciting
Enough
thing
cool
we've been
stuff,
talking
man.
about community. I exactly know who won the competition. Shout out Nati, because Nati
Oh, yeah.
won the competition, took the money from the competition and sent over to me like the #1 mint of this
Oh, yeah,
trick,
nice.
and said like, "Hey Jana, it belongs to you." And this is like the community. We know each other. Like, hey, you can help each other or send out stuff and greet each other. It's super cool. I love
Yeah.
the Wax fam.
Yeah. The part of the prize was to blend the whole all the tricks together and make the complete video. And we're actually going to be dropping a Holyfield video soon, about a month and a half from now, and that's going to be huge. There's going to be a huge prize pool. I'm not sure exactly how much, but we're talking in the thousands of wax. If you can combine all the tricks, probably be hundreds of tricks to put together. But it's going to be the full video, Holyfield video. Shout out to the homie Michael Bell. He's the artist that we're working with. So yeah, to be the first decentralized skateboard video, basically, where you can the actual clips are the NFTs, and you combine all the clips together, make the video, and possibly a physical copy of the video as well, or at least a download. And that's what we're working on. We got a lot of good stuff in the works. But yeah,
All
I feel
right,
like I'm
all right. Enough Skatecoin Alpha.
Enough,
Enough
yeah.
Skatecoin Alpha.
Yeah, at least for the
Yeah,
next
man,
2
people here are
shows.
probably pretty- yeah. But yeah, Ron, that's what we got going on Skate Coins. That's kind of cool. But let's move on. Let's check out the collab that the world of the Crypto Pups was doing, and kind of get into this drop, and let's check out the Crypto Pups.
So what?
So here we
Okay,
are.
Crypto Pups.
Here we are at the website. Welcome to the world of Crypto Pups Adventures. Collect, trade, and show off your world of Crypto Pups Adventure cards. And about the project, you guys can read all about it here. Worldofcryptopups.com. They got the gallery. Let's check out some of this artwork.
Puppy
You
cards, pup
might have to
item
excuse
cards, pup skin
my internet.
cards.
I got tons of tabs open. So,
Can't handle all the pups.
Yeah.
Strange. It worked when you showed all the Skatecoin stuff.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Really strange.
Let me close some of these.
Your browser is biased as fuck.
Look at these guys. This is where they talk about my tabs. If you follow the show, you definitely know about me and my tabs. And,
Yeah.
I'm just gonna close.
AI-powered self-curating tabs. Yeah.
That's like 1% of my brain most of the time.
Let's see if this is.
What?
If not, we'll move on to
The design was cool. The first preview puppy here, I was not expecting that. Oh, they're
pretty cute, huh?
Yeah, and the cards are
Very
kind of-
cute.
Here's the different rarities: cosmic, mythic, common, uncommon, rare.
So what are pups? Are pups just baby dogs, or pups is generally everything animal baby?
Right
Like
now,
for the
it's looking like it's all dogs. Let's check it out. Let's hit the Nifty Blocks. I love it when there's a Nifty Blocks link on the website. Man, it saves me so much like stress trying to find links and everything on the live show. But yeah, here we go. So we got the special. We got Racer Shiba. This one's free.
What, free drop? Only
Yeah,
two
pretty
left?
sure you're gonna need to join the Discord or something. Yeah. Usually when you have this, yeah, you usually want to join their Discord, talk to the community, talk to the community leader in there, ask how you can get involved, how you can claim your free stuff. And that's the first place I would start, is the Discord and Telegram.
Right.
So yeah, head over to Discord, get involved, and get your pup cards. Free drop there. And let's see, these ended. So yeah,
Seems like
not
successfully.
nice supply. Yeah, nice low supply here. That's kind of cool. And yeah. Who did I man, I'm so like Waxy. So they're gonna be collabing with Waxy. As you know, Waxy is the cutest bee on the blockchain. And then now they're collabing with the cutest pups. So that's definitely a match made in heaven. Doesn't look like this is gonna be out tomorrow. So definitely look for, look for that drop coming up. Get your wax ready. And let's see if we can find a little bit more stuff about the crypto pups here.
Yeah,
Simba,
I wanted
Simba heard
to
about...
ask hear Simba's opinion on the crypto pups.
You got a
Please
crypto pup.
share it again.
How you like the crypto pups?
In real life. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
Simba heard crypto pups. He was like, "Where? What? Where the crypto pups at?"
Very nice. All right, let's see. I want to see if we can get this gallery up.
He's super excited.
You can't wait.
Pup skin cards. Yeah, the internet's a little bit whack on my side.
It's okay. I tell Simba to join the Crypto Pups Discord. He will join the Discord and check them out.
Yeah. So,
there's a little bit of
Pups, if you see Simba joining, you know who it is.
Yeah. Here's some of the community here, the developers and stuff. You can check out their profiles on Twitter. I guess that one doesn't exist. But yeah, most of these are in alpha, guys. They're still building. So definitely do your own research. This is not like, financial advice or anything. But we love spreading the word on the community, checking out all the new drops, all the new artists. These are looking pretty tight here. You got the Stellar.
Ooh, and Rohan just showed something nice in our internal secret chat. So you talked about Waxy, the cutest bee on the blockchain. Seems like there's a Scully skull coming up with Waxy. Is this out in the open already, or is this another alpha drop?
Oh no!
Yeah, maybe we shouldn't show it. Nice.
Sneak peek secret.
Definitely some stuff coming there. Nice. See, this is what I'm about. This is why we love Wax, man. You never know what's coming. And when two artists get together and they put their heads together and come up with something cool, that's what I really like. So awesome.
Looks
awesome.
sick.
All right. Awesome. Well, that's the world of crypto pups, guys. You can definitely do your own research and collabing with Waxy. So can't wait to see. Waxy's usually got some super tight stuff. You guys don't know about Waxy, definitely check that out. Cutest bee on the blockchain. And let's move on. Running out of time here. All right. So here's another one that's new to me. The Waxiest Races. Build your cars, build your teams, win the gold. So yeah, let's just hop right into the website and see what we can see here. So we got the Pro League finished for now. The first Pro League has ended. Leaderboard is live. If you are in the top 3 of any divisions, please DM me on Discord. So guys, head over to the Discord. If you like what you see, get involved with the community, as we said before. Get an opportunity, usually get some alpha in the Discords, some free drops, stuff like that. And yeah, excited with racing games. I always like to take a little bit of a chance.
Well, yeah, about the racing games. I'm not sure if you guys followed. I mean, what was the first racing game that came out like pretty early when the NFT craze? No, guys, like F1 Delta. Have you guys heard about F1 Delta?
Oh man, that might have been. I'm not sure if I know about that one.
No, these guys, they sold like NFTs, like helmets, cars, and parts for like crazy amount of money, like hundreds of thousands of dollars, like racetracks. So you can basically like rent out your racetrack and earn revenue, etc., etc. 3 years of development, really nice, like gameplay, super good designs. Like I think they were backed by Animoca Brands, one of the biggest player in the game. 3 years in, they closed shop just now. So that just gives you a little bit of like insight about how risky this is. I mean, something might look really well, and I don't want to say that anybody has bad intentions, but it's really a wild west right here. Like
it sounds like it was based. Your opinion was based on race game. No. The race game is not the issue. Even a good game which looks great and is backed by large investors, might not make it because it's like the holy grail to get your play to earn mechanics running. Kind of no game ever, even those like 20 or 30 years ago, they always need to adjust. That's what's happening too much in Web3, because we like promising like, hey, you get an asset and it will stay forever, and then they nerf it. And this is stuff because the Holy Grail wasn't kind of opened, and they still need to figure out. But it's something you can try out and have some fun. You can even make some bugs on games, but the uh, I don't think it will happen for you. It's like for 5% of the people, or maybe 2% who are earning on those games, and do it for fun. And don't over speculate on easy stuff.
Also follow the stuff, follow what they're
yeah.
doing. I mean, like, I'm really don't want to like talk bad about Waxiest Races or any other game. I mean, F1 Delta was really like what people would have called maybe a blue chip, you know, because they had an official F1 license to license their cars, to license all these kind of things. And it's really not up to bad intention. It's just sometimes the market doesn't want to do it, right? The market just doesn't just go another way. And then, you know, businesses close down. So again, if you build something, if you invest in something, you need to really stay in touch with your investment and make sure that whatever, you know, if something goes south, you sell before it goes to zero.
Yeah,
because nobody wants that.
I hit my war horn for a second. We got even fighting sounds. We've seen a lot. Like on ears, there has been VR Metaverse, which was a spin-off from the founders of Simple Life. So it was like the VR spin-off. It was developed way before blockchain stuff, and they launched a metaverse 3 years before metaverse became interesting for everyone in the Web3 space. And the interesting thing is they shut down January 21, like 3 months before the craze started, and they said like, it's good to have a metaverse, but no one wants to stay like his whole life in a VR headset. So there is some stuff we can do, but we wanted to build like a second world, a second life world in VR, and not that much money people wanted to join us, and that's why we shutted it down. So
the silver lining, sorry to interrupt you, the silver lining is here, the NFTs are still there, right? So the game might not be developed anymore, but the people that own these cars right now, anybody can basically go in and build a game about the F1 Delta cars right now, because they're still there, right? These assets, they have like definitely some historic value, because they've been one of the most highest selling assets early on in the NFT craze.
Yeah,
so
but
that's a good thing.
To close the circle, Martin, you just like opened it because follow the game, follow the development, and see what they are doing, and that your asset doesn't stay just as an asset. The design is super cool. The animation looks great. Lighting, scenery, everything is cool from my 3D perspective. You're just mentioning like. That for a super prominent, super backed racing game, there have been issues before, and I don't know. I was expecting like racing games come up where you really race, like with a steering wheel and everything. I don't even know what the game is about. I've seen like there are wins, and there are like you can send up to 5 cars. So it seems to be like send something into a pool, let it farm let it play to earn you some in-game bucks to maybe craft or upgrade your car, whatever happens. There's so many opportunities. Even the steering wheel real racing is coming. I've seen a game super prominent in the sim racing area, which only wanted to mention there is digital ownership involved. So I'm pretty sure it's NFTs. But yeah, so we cannot say what happens. I like the cars a lot, and I'm for sure more involved in racing than you. But I
Yeah, Dan,
cannot talk about artworks. And the warning was an important part of this rant. The warning was just everything can happen.
yeah.
And you don't know, so it's important to do your research and stick to the community to see the news and see the daily updates. It can happen that on the next day, if you miss something, you lost everything.
Yeah. I hear you guys. Basically, what they're saying is do your own research. Don't just hop into, a project because it looks nice or there's hype around it. You definitely want to look into what you're getting into. Um, Unfortunately, that's kind of what we're in. We're in a brand new space, and some projects fail. Some projects are intentionally, out to get you. So definitely want to do your research. And sorry, all this had to come out on the racing side of Waxy Races, right? Because your stuff looks super cool. There's nothing against Waxy Races, right? I have great faith in this project, right? For now, right? Everyone starts with a clean slate. So let's see if Waxy Races can kind of find that holy grail and keep their project sustainable. We're actually going to go ahead.
Super important. And let me jump in last time before you move on to the next thing. Rizzle mentioned it. Many other OGs mentioned it lately, and I think Rowan said it in our pre-talk too. It's super important that we support the community, that we're not spending our bucks into large brands. It's cool to have them in there. Like, hey, we just laughed about the Token Head dropping the Go-Go Power Ranger, but the money you spend somewhere is to support the people to build, and then if they use the money to build and give back in form of more utility, more game, maybe I'm joking always, like, buy a ape, get a hoodie. It was a little expensive hoodie, but it's a really that you're supporting an indie developer, hopefully, and look at that you find a project like Rowan's project. Are you working solely on the project, or are you a team?
Yeah.
So
No, it's just me. Like, I do everything myself. Absolutely everything.
So all the money you spend on buying an asset you like go into production for new assets or into supporting. I saw a lot of artists spending the money, like, yeah, I finally could buy an iPad to paint, like, digitally and stuff like this, back in the last year's art hype. And I love to see that. Like, I mention it so often, that we just, like, putting our money into someone else who is able now to use the money for growing. But if he doesn't grow, if you support someone who wastes your money, learn from it. Sorry for my rant.
Yeah, that's all.
Go on.
Yeah, we're gonna give away a couple cars though after the show, and I got great hopes for this project. Don't make some past mistakes that we were talking about with some of these racing games, and the art looks super dope. And I can't wait to kind of see what's going to be coming up with the builder. And yeah, guys, so tune in after the show. Tune into Love Handle's channel on Twitter, and I'll be giving away these 3 cars. It looks like I actually got a number 1 here. So
I saw.
that's a good find. Yeah. So definitely, guys. Yep. Shout out to the project.
Yeah, shout out to Waxiest Races. Sorry, I kind of took a negative turn here, but I was so amazed by this course.
But it's okay. No, but that's kind of how we do it here, guys. We like to keep it real. None of this is sponsored. None of this is kind of paid for.
Yeah, that's a good point. If they sponsored us for this, then we need to give the money back at the point.
We like no. We like to give it to, give it to the community the way it is. There's no, we're gonna say it this way because we're sponsored. No, we like to keep it real, and we like to take care of the community. We don't want to give any kind of financial advice. We just like to compile all this data. Shout out NFT Insider. This is where we get a lot of the info.
Yes.
And we just compile it here, so you guys don't have to, we do the research and stuff. So kind of how it is. But yeah, Waxiest Races, everybody. Let's see what they can bring us. And welcome to the community, and looking forward to see what you guys can do. All right, moving on. Sublime Sound. All right, another.
There was
another
not so
musical-
sublime sound.
yeah, another musical NFT collection. I'm gonna ask Martin to see if he can find any negative music stuff. No, just kidding. Yeah, shout out to some of the music, community that's working on this. This is a huge deal. Music NFTs. There's so many different things that we're gonna be able to do with these musical NFTs, and these are always gonna be some of the OG ones, so to speak, right? Get in early and get some of the stuff, kind of like the racing cars that we just saw. Even though, they might not make it, maybe they'll be the most greatest racing, collection of all time. But the point is, you got these early NFTs, these early cars, as Jana mentioned. There's always going to be some kind of value in the historical stuff of these things. So yeah, let's get into some of these musical NFTs and see what this collection has to offer us. Here we are at the website. Our first rock music NFTs, the R3D R43 in our heads drop, 19th of August. So that's come a couple days ago, and let's see if any of these are clickable.
Jam Cutters, our favorite team band.
Ooh,
Was
nice
one band called Jam Cutters.
I will go back and check it out. Sure. I was hoping I could click on it and send.
It looks awesome.
I think you need to go to the template.
AI generated
in the drop on the template, view template, and then I think you can see it. If it's an MP4.
There we go.
There we go. Yeah. In the drop page for music NFTs, they only show the image of the drop. Yeah, cool. And then when you want to see actually the music.
Yeah, click on it. We'll do another one and you guys can see it.
Tengo a esa bitch pidiéndome amor. Tú eres puta, tú no me llames mi amor. En la escala siempre soy alto tenor. Por la vida yo camino sin temor. No como tú que eres feca, tú no eres.
Pretty cool. Let's do another one. Definitely looking like high quality. It's nice to see the music video in there and musicians and stuff. What was the one you saw, Gianna, with the jam? Here we go.
Yeah.
Let's check out this one.
Jam Cutters.
Yeah.
Maybe a DJ duo who's doing scratching. I see something with DJ and hip hop. I hope I'm right.
Merge.
NFT Red Jam Cutters, the 5th, 6th.
There's a catalog website. Where were you on the? Let's see if we can find them here.
There was a
Jam
link.
Sound. Whoa, it's cheap. There we go.
Here's how we do it, guys. So you click here, view the template, as Martin was saying. Oh, look at all these. They got a bunch of different graphics here with some shoes. That's pretty cool.
Definitely a duo.
Let's check
Jana
this
was
one.
right on that one.
Yeah, scratching. I'm right on that.
Really high quality. I like what I see.
Keep 6 if the road's a chalk. Try to see all of the steps of the foes you watch. With a brief glimpse of the frozen hawk, you might uncover the fruit that it chose to stalk. As the cause it might spell
Scratches are missing. Nice beat.
Well, shout out to the artists, putting in their time and putting in their love, the NFT. Definitely putting
Yeah, dope. Love to
Alright.
see more music NFTs. I have
Yeah, for
nothing
sure.
negative to say about music NFTs.
All
Music
right.
NFTs are shit.
Yeah, look at this. It's not bad.
No,
at all,
we
right?
have. It's the same for everything. Don't buy major label shit. Support the
No,
indie
no, no,
music
no.
artists.
True that.
Yeah.
But I see musicians and they're showing their art. You support them with their art. They're not promising you any wacky games or anything, future revenues, whatever. This is like, I think, pretty direct. And I like Sublime Sounds, is it? Sublime Sounds. They seem
Sublime
to be
Sounds,
like doing they do like a compilation basically. Back in the days, we had like music compilations, fanzines. Basically, they're in touch with the underground. Do an interview and drop some tracks. Like in the early 2000s, we had like all these bedroom producers and we had music blogs, right? Now we have music blogs in NFT form, and like early supporters get the NFTs, and that's super cool. I love it. So shout out to Sublime
I'm pretty
Sounds.
stoked on it. Yeah, so we're gonna give away this one, guys. Again, check out the love handles on the Twitter, or check out .gems_, and we'll be giving away some of these NFTs. Yeah, super dope. Let's move on to
Love the
Drawn
artwork
Company.
on that one as well.
Drawn Company dropping Series 3 packs, following Karen, the Karens of the world around. And I really like this collection. It's pretty cool, hanging around the water cooler, and all about the virtual office space, right? They got the sticker collections coming.
I think they're going into space
Karen?
this time around, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, they've been for a while, right? And, let's see. Ooh, look, viral t-shirts. Let me check those out real quick.
Oh, sweet.
Look at that. Cushy Karen. Yeah, those are cool. Yeah, Drawn Company's been around for a while. I really like their stuff. They got action figures. These are cool. I think we gave away that one, right? Rare Amy. These are all like the personalities that you will find in like The Office, right? And especially the Karens, right? Dismayed Karen. And definitely a series you want to follow. They're really cool. They're really into the community. They got these cool arcade machines and stuff like that. I definitely like them. I like them a lot. Let's see if we can get a little more into. See if.
So they're dropping all their Series 3 stuff? Like, are these packs?
Yeah, their Series 3 stuff. It's coming Friday. They're gonna hit us with their Series 3 packs, 21 UTC. So definitely get your wax ready. This is one of those, kind of been vetted, and they're not, like Martin said, they're not promising a bunch of future stuff and a crazy racing games and all that stuff. They're just into the art, into the community, dropping what they love to do. And
and they come up with a nice narrative, with a nice story. Like, everybody likes to be, or doesn't like to be in office, but like a freaky office like this, seems to be more fun. I like it. Snap machines, cool.
Definitely. Let's check out the NFT. Let's see. I could probably type it in here, make it easier.
Drawn Company.
Here's some.
They remind me a little bit like corporate world. Corporate world also plays in a kind of office environment, correct?
Yeah, corporate world is another office form, but corporate world's a little darker. They're basically the corporation from hell. Beelzebub is the CEO, and it really brings out the horribleness of all the office workers, right? It concentrates on all the bad attitude and evilness of the corporate world. This one's kind of more like, Office Space. If you've seen that show, kind of maybe a little bit like that, to where it's more fun and making fun of the people in the office, especially the Karens, right? Karen is like their mascot. And stoked on these.
Hope so.
I'm trying to see if there's one here that we can grab. If not, I'll get one off the secondary. Man, we have a lot of giveaways this time.
Yeah.
Give away all kinds of stuff. Let's see what we got.
How much?
It's just kind of a lucky flipper. What we can find. There you go, $1.22. What do you think? Let's grab this.
Who's that?
Yeah, we'll be giving this away as well.
Oh, it's man. Like Christmas on the Waxiest Races show.
I'm grabbing this one for me. Look at that. All right.
I think we lost Rohan.
Oh yes. Yeah, he took off. Okay.
He's in
bye, Rohan.
Bye, Rohan. He's probably listening in or on the next show.
Yeah, shout out Rohan. Love your collection, and yeah, love what you do. All right,
A little bit over
so
the time today.
this is last but not least, we got the Psycho Dino art, and here's some of their drops. Let's check them out on the Nifty blogs. All right, Psycho Dino Stories Pack.
Stories, I guess, is like comic strips.
This is a collection of my artwork now. All artwork is digital created and Procreate. So just an independent artist dropping his dino stuff. And here's one, Skater Dino, pretty sick.
All right. Wheel coming up.
Right, that'd be cool. And yeah, let's see if there's any blends. Oh, nice neon dino there.
Puzzle pieces.
All right.
Dino volcano.
10% market fee. Let's see if see what other information. I didn't see a website here. Yeah, guys, if you like what you see on the Psycho Dino art, head over to Twitter and give Vlad Waves a follow and check out his tweets and do your research on his stuff. We got the Psycho Dino stories. We got the collab soda. Look up, here's another Digicon 10 collab. Looking pretty cool. All right. Well, we passed our hour mark, so that pretty much wraps it up for our show. Did want to reveal a couple things. This is the crypto swatch. You're only going to see it here on the show.
Ooh, I like it.
Yeah, that's terrain
I like
handle.
it.
And yeah, check out that swatch, guys. Shout out to Crypto Swatches. Thank you for doing the collab with us. Really excited to be part of the fam. And yeah. I hope you guys like what you see. Some of these drops. There was a little bit of, a little bit of do's and don'ts here. Some advice, never financial advice. Always watch your back here in the crypto space. Make sure you do your own research. Don't click on links, that you don't know about. And just be wary. Be wary of some of these collections, and hope for the best. Support your favorite artist. And let's see how this new road goes, where it leads us, this whole Web3. And thank you everybody for joining us, and we'll see you next week.
Wait. When can I get my Crypto Swatch Skatecoin Wax collab? When is
Looking
that?
like it's
dropping. Did I miss it?
Thursday, 1500 UTC.
Okay, wait. Where's my big fat red marker? Thursday, 15.
Here it is, Martin. Can I hand it over?
Thanks, Jana.
All right. Yeah, guys.
All right, Tuesday, 50 UTC. Like, it's on. Crypto Swatch Skatecoin Wax collab.
All right. Thank you, everybody, for joining us. We'll see you next week with the new set of drops. And until then, peace.
Cheers, guys.